It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we are at the Beggar's Pizza location, 143rd and just west of Wolf Road in Orland Park. And we have a jam-packed show for you tonight. First off, I'm coming off a long day at DeKalb on Saturday night, state championship football. St. Rita 5A finished in second place. 7A and 8A though, round of applause. Mount Carmel 7A state champions and Lincoln Way East the 8A state champions. Two tremendous games, two great teams and programs. So kudos to the coaching staff and players and fans of those two schools. Awesome to see representing the South Side. Speaking of the South Side, we're going to have on two South Side legends. One, Nic Weishar, Marist and Notre Dame graduate. Obviously a tremendous football player and basketball player, but we're going to talk about Weishfest, the annual blowout fundraiser. Friday night begins at 5 o'clock, 115 Bourbon Street in Marionette Park. So we're going to talk about that. They've got some great guests, headliners. It's going to be an awesome experience as usual. We're also going to have on Sandburg and Illinois Wesleyan graduate Colleen McMahon. She won a national championship in women's basketball at Illinois Wesleyan. So got a lot to go through. We got a couple great Beggar's pizzas, a deep dish and a thin crust. And remember, holidays are upon us, stocking stuffer time. Buy a $25 gift card from Beggar's Pizza. They hook you up with a $5 reward card, all right? So great stocking stuffer from Beggar's Pizza, and join that loyalty program, plenty of perks. All right, going to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. When we return, Nic Weishar. He's been on the show before, Notre Dame Marist grad. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
What is a Southsider? From 8 to 5, he's a hard-hat, hammer-swinging, God-fearing son of pride and strength. Gives everything he has to get his job done. Then gives what he has left to his family and friends. It's here where he'll leave his legacy. It's here where he'll buy his truck. During the summer clearance event, drive a new 2019 Ram just $275 a month, or get 20% off MSRP at South Oak Dodge Ram.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. We are at the Beggar's Pizza location, 143rd, just west of Wolf Road in Orland Park. All right, first guest tonight. He was on back in like 2012-13 as a student at Marist. Notre Dame grad, Nic Weishar, the man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Man, thanks for coming on board. Always great to have you. Great career at Notre Dame. Just graduated 2018, four-year career. Playing football over there, and just an unbelievable experience, huh, man?
Yeah, absolutely. It was, incredible. Got to kind of experience all the highs and lows of, being a football player at Notre Dame, from, not making a bowl game in 2016 to making the playoffs last year. So just an incredible experience, incredible career there.
Absolutely. Well, now you've kind of transitioned into, civilian life. You're a career man now, and I did a column on this a couple weeks ago. And so how's life treating you? Living in the city?
It's good, yeah. Living in the city, working at Kraft Heinz as a financial analyst. So it's definitely different than school. Obviously would love another year of school. I tried to have that fifth year, so I tried to stretch it out as long as possible. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I miss football all the time, but obviously it's had to move on at some point. So I'm feeling good about the spot I'm in right now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You should be proud of yourself. Well, everything you've achieved at Notre Dame and then at Marist, unbelievable career, man. All right, let's talk about Weishfest. This is the seventh year of Weishfest. It's going to be at 115 Bourbon Street Friday night. Starts off about 5 o'clock, runs till about 11:30. You got some big-time headliners, Andy Grammer, Walker Hayes. So let people know, kind of the history of this and the purpose behind Weishfest.
Sure, absolutely. So in 2012, my older brother Andrew passed away from colorectal cancer. And before he passed, he kind of brought my family and I together and really just wanted one thing. He asked us to pay forward the kindness and generosity that he was shown throughout his battle. So with that, my other brother Danny, who's Brother Rice graduate, he kind of had this idea of the Andrew Weishar Foundation, which, essentially the mission is to raise as much money as possible and give it to families and children that have cancer, and then just give it directly to them. So, with that, Weishfest is our biggest fundraiser. It's kind of the main driver behind the foundation, and to date we've been able to help over 220 families and give out over $1 million. So since 2013, it's been just keeps getting bigger and better every year, and just excited for another big event coming Friday.
Yeah, and talk about, there's different options, right? I mean, for me, if I was going to this and not at a boys basketball game Friday night, I'd be all over. It's a VIP package for $125. Is that correct?
Yep. So it's called the Gold Ticket, which is it's $125. Open bar all night from 5 to 11:30, and food. So it's got the Bourbon Street food. That seems to be the biggest hit every year. People love the food, and also unlimited drinks all night. So it's kind of, we look at it's hard to find a better deal than that. I mean, especially when you just put in the charity aspect of it too. It's a great fun night, and it's kind of just like a Southside reunion. You see people that you just you haven't been able to catch up with the last few years, but everyone just seems to be there and having a great time. And
there are different options though, right, in terms of ticket packages?
Yep. So that's the Gold Ticket, and then the GA ticket, the General Admission ticket, is just I think it's $40 this year.
Yep.
$40 gets you in the door, and obviously you have the bar and the food options to just buy if you get that ticket, but also a great value for that ticket as well.
Value all the way around, different options, but it is a great time. A lot of people I know go to this, and they speak glowingly of it. And obviously, what's behind this is the it's the main engine of this thing, man. You guys be able to raise over $1 million and help over 200 families. It's tremendous, man. But not surprising with your family, your mom and dad. You are tremendous people. So
thank you so much.
What's it like getting the artists? I mean, you guys are not fooling around here, man. You're getting some big time artists. And how does the decision go about? These are the artists we're going for, and how does it all come together?
Yeah, so it's kind of we look to the artists that play in kind of our range of how many people we have, kind of that 4,000 to 5,000 person range, and what kind of artists can fill out that sort of venue, and just try to put out surveys and ask people different options. What are they looking for in an event like this, and what's really going to drive people that don't know so much about the Andrew Weishar Foundation, but want to follow people like Andy Grammer or Walker Hayes, that we get them in the door, and then they can learn about the foundation once they're at our event. So there's a lot of different things that go into picking the artists, but Danny does a great job of, he's talking to different managers, different agents all throughout the year to be able to book acts like this. So the credit all goes to him, and he's just done an unbelievable job at it.
Yeah, and I can't imagine, I mean, going to a family and presenting them with a check, I mean, and talk about a sense of fulfillment for you. I mean, talk about that experience for you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the reason we do it, and that's the part that keeps, we try to get other people to be able to do that as well, because that really opens your eyes as to what our foundation does. And when you just go to a hospital or a home of a family or child with cancer, just to put a smile on their face with that check. And it's not like we just kind of give them a check and don't bother them the rest of the time. They become part of our family, right? And we've had a great time of setting up this ambassador board that we basically have a representative from the foundation become one with the family, that they're always in constant communication and become a part of our family that way too. So that's the kind of the driving force behind it, and being able to put a smile on these families' face when they're going such a hard time is truly what's remarkable about everything.
It really is. What you guys have done in 7 years is just tremendous, man. And I know Friday's going to be a big hit, and you've got some great sponsors. One of them, one of our sponsors, Lisa Thomas Salon. We'll get a picture of the back of the shirt. And I know they've presented you guys with a check already for, I think, like $5,500 through their salon. So for this year, and yeah, just the generosity of your sponsors too. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. And Lisa Thomas Salon has been, unbelievable the last few years, and just to have them as a partner is truly incredible. And Miller Coors and Tito's the last few years have been so gracious too, and just so many others I can't name right now, but just unbelievable that they recognize what our foundation does and want to be a part of it. It's truly special.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, folks, you want more information on this, Weishfest.com. Go give you a history on things. It'll talk about what's going to go on Friday night. So check out different ticket packages. But if you're free Friday night, even if you go for a couple hours, I mean, it's a worthwhile event. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to hear some great music, running great people. And I know, Nick, on occasion, you've brought some Notre Dame teammates down too, right? They made the trek.
Yeah, for the last couple of years, and there's going to be a handful more there too this year, and trying to get a couple of the Bears there as well. I can't promise it, but I know there'll at least be a couple.
Nice.
They play on Thursday night against Dallas, so they got Friday off. So should get a couple of the familiar faces.
Could be a surprise appearance or two by the Bears.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, we're going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, 3 locations: Mokina, Orland Park, Tinley Park. Great stocking stuffer for the holidays. We come back more with Nic Weishar. Stay tuned.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas. Because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we're at the Beggar's Pizza location in Orland Park, right on 143rd, just west of Wolf Road. Our first guest, Notre Dame and Marist graduate Nic Weishar. We just talked about Weishfest. Let's talk a little bit about ND. And let's talk a little bit about ND, your experience there. But the Marist situation, Nick, and I don't know if you even realize this still, but you remain the all-time leader in state history in receptions, man. 257 receptions in your career, and your 7th all-time in career receiving yards in a career, 3,284 yards, man. I mean, that is 257 catches.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations, but what does that mean to you to be able to have those records like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Obviously, there's been a lot of great players before me and after me, so for that record to stand is still pretty cool. But I just think about all the players I played with that were able to make that possible, and Coach Dunn to call my number a lot, a lot of times a game to be able to have that number. So, I just think about all those teammates and all the great quarterbacks and the offensive linemen that were able to protect him. So, it's really cool to still be having that.
That's for sure. And he was quite a hooper too. He could hoop a little bit as well. So, and you're back in the hoops game, huh? Playing in the men's league?
Yeah, slowly. It's not coming back as quick as I hope it would, but we'll
It'll
get there.
come back, man.
We'll get there.
It'll definitely come back. All right, so you come out of Marist, great career, and then you go to Notre Dame. And try and tell our viewers what it's like to step out into a stadium, especially your first year as a freshman, and there's 100,000 people out there, man. I mean, as much as you played at a high level in high school, the experience that.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, it's wild. I still remember the first time I did it, walking out of the tunnel, touching the Play Like a Champion sign, and then just kind of waiting till everyone runs out of the tunnel. Once you do it, I still get chills talking about it. It's super cool, and wear those gold helmets, shining in the sun in September. It was just an unbelievable experience, and it got better and better each time you did it, which was so cool, and just so grateful and blessed to be able to be in that situation.
Yeah, man, that's just tremendous. And what Notre Dame's a little different. You either love them or you hate them. So you got both sides of the coin there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was it a tough experience or something you relish?
Yeah, it was something I relish. I've always loved to kind of be, just people are talking about you. That's a good thing, right? And it's always cool to be in that situation. And like I mentioned earlier, I've been able to be in kind of the worst and the best situations at Notre Dame, and to be able to experience that just helped me grow as a person. And went from 4-6 in 2016, or 4-8, I guess, not even making a bowl game that year, and to being in the college football playoff a few years later was obviously got the best and the worst. So was just an incredible experience there. And like you said, you either love or hate Notre Dame. And luckily on the south side, a lot of people love Notre Dame. So when I had made that decision, people were like, okay, that's a good decision.
You're in good company for the most part,
Absolutely.
that's for sure. And today's kids, the big thing is specializing. They play in one sport. You were a guy that thrived in 2 sports. Talk about how it kind of enhanced your ability to play at the next level, to play 2 sports.
Yeah, absolutely. I played 2 sports in high school, and I played even more sports growing up, and it was just you just develop different skill sets that carry over to all aspects of sports, and football in particular, playing basketball, just being able to move laterally and develop lateral quickness and kind of being able to get off your feet quick. Yep. It helped me so much in football, and I learned that you see guys in the NFL, especially at the tight end position, they all grew up playing basketball or played basketball in college or high school, and there's a reason for it. And it's just tough, and it's easier on your body as a high school kid growing up if you're not just playing one sport all the time. If you're kind of switching up different muscle groups and things like that, and developing your bodies in different ways, I think is a huge part of why I had success at the high school and college level.
Absolutely, man. All right, folks. This is it. Friday night, Weishfest.com. Check it out, or just show up. You could show up on Friday, right? And,
absolutely. Show up at the door.
It could be a last-minute thing. But Nic, thanks for coming on board, my man.
Thanks so much for
Continued
having me.
success. And you know what? You're living in the city, so we're going to hook you up with a nice gift card, Labriola Bakery Cafe, or Stan's Donuts, okay? And I know there's some Stan Donuts around the city, so enjoy that. Thanks for coming out, and we appreciate it, and continued success, my man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, folks, we're going to go to an athletics, sports, and orthopedic physical therapy timeout. When we return, Colleen McMahon, Sandburg grad, Illinois Wesleyan women's basketball player, won a national championship at Illinois Wesleyan back in 2012. She'll be our next guest. Stay tuned.
What is a Southsider? From 8 to 5, he's a hard hat, hammer-swinging, God-fearing son of pride and strength. Gives everything he has to get his job done. Then gives what he has left to his family and friends. It's here where he'll leave his legacy. It's here where he'll buy his truck. During the summer clearance event, drive a new 2019 Ram just $275 a month, or get 20% off MSRP at South Oak Dodge Ram.
Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park, or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. We're at the Beggar's Pizza location, 143rd, just west of Wolf Road in Orland Park. Our next guest, Sandburg and Illinois Wesleyan graduate and national champion, Colleen McMahon. Colleen, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for coming on board. You can see Colleen is sporting a Wish Forever. Yep. She will be at Weishfest Friday. And from what I understand, it's an annual thing for you. Great times, right?
Yeah, it's a really good time. I mean, Andrew Weishar actually went to Illinois Wesleyan, so unfortunately I didn't get to know him for the longest time, obviously, but over the years I've gotten really close with his family, and just seeing everything that they've done in the past 6 years, raising over $1 million, and it really is just such a fun event, in his honor. So yeah, it's a great time, a lot of
laughs.
Yeah, a lot of music, a lot of food, a lot of booze.
How could you not have a good time, right? And all for a great cause, right? All for a great cause. So you had quite the career, all right? So you're 8th all-time in field goal percentage, 49%, 13th all-time in field goals made with 443, 17th all-time in scoring, 1,068 points, and 18th all-time in scoring average, 10.9 points. So, man, that is pretty awesome. Congratulations on all that, and then the national championship. So what was that experience like to win an NCAA Division III national championship?
Truthfully, amazing. I mean, it's something that not a lot of people can say that they did, and nothing that anyone can take away from me. We went in actually one of the underdogs. We were out of the final 4 teams. I think each team was either undefeated or had 1 loss. We came in like 26-1.
Yep.
So, not a lot of people expected us to pull it out, and it was just one of the most amazing experiences. And,
What's your fondest memory of that season? When you look back, what's the number one?
That year was actually pretty tough. My coach actually got diagnosed with breast cancer that year, so that was something that just drove us even harder to, we wanted to win that for her. And, she's doing great now, obviously. Still coaching, and she coached through an entire chemo treatment. But, so that was, playing for her was one of the most amazing experiences. And, just being with all the girls, and, they're still some of my best friends to this day. And, just, a lot of good memories.
And you're coming out of Sandburg, you played soccer as well at Sandburg, and what made Illinois Wesleyan the right pick? Because, a lot of kids are all about the D1. It doesn't matter if they play or not, they just want to tell their friends and family members, hey, I'm a D1 kid, but what was it about Illinois Wesleyan that was the right fit for you?
And to be honest, I was that kid at one point too. I thought I was going to be a Division I soccer player my entire life. It wasn't until maybe around my junior year of high school that I knew I had the love for basketball, and I knew I wanted to play. And I was being recruited by some smaller D1 schools, some D2 schools, and so I kind of had to make that decision. Did I want to go D1 and potentially sit the bench for a few years? And so I had started researching some D3 schools, and I had actually not heard of Illinois Wesleyan until I found out, they were a highly ranked team the past few years. And, when I made my first visit on campus, it's just something I absolutely fell in love with. And to this day, it's probably one of the best decisions I ever made.
I mean, that's the thing, right? You try and tell people, here, like another person didn't have a good experience at a specific school, but you have to go check out the campus, and it could be the right fit. And that's what happened. You fell in love with the place. So how did your experience at Sandburg kind of prepare you for the next level?
Both basketball and soccer, I think. I always say I think playing soccer has always helped my athleticism. For basketball, being a dual sport athlete, and just the coaching experiences too, just growing up, obviously the Hooptown Hawks I've played on. Played AAU with Illinois Hustle with the late Daryl Kipp. I was trained by actually the St. Xavier coach, Bob Hallberg, who just recently passed away. And my dad, obviously, a big coach. But I was very lucky to have so many good resources in the area, and I think that's just what really helped me and get to the next level.
And you're going into high school, and you're probably thinking, I think I'm going to pursue soccer going into college, and things kind of change. And if you would have made that decision and specialized, you never would have been playing college basketball and won a national championship.
Exactly.
So that's some great advice for kids, correct? I mean, to try as many sports and activities as you can, correct, in high school?
Yeah, that, and too, I made my decision pretty late in high school, so that was, I didn't decide I was going to Illinois Wesleyan, I think, till the spring of my senior year. And like I said, I didn't even choose basketball until my junior year, so it's take your time making that decision, and it was a really tough decision to make, but like I said, one of the best decisions I've made.
And a decision you all should make is attend Weishfest Friday night, correct?
Correct.
This is a girl she's speaking from experience. She's been to all 6. This will be number 7, and it's a great time. So please go out there and check out the website, Weishfest.com, for more information. Colleen, thanks a lot for coming on board. And, you know, one of the best things is your dad's here, man. I mean, I haven't seen your dad in a few years, and he's a great man, great man.
Yeah,
so,
thanks for having me.
All right, folks, we're going to go to Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. And that reminds me, Colleen, you know, for your efforts, enjoy this Labriola Bakery Cafe gift card, Stan's Donuts, Labara. I know you'll be on Oakbrook shopping at some point probably, so check them out,
Very
all right?
lovely. Thank you very much.
All right, we come back, talk a little bit players of the week and some other stuff. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Nic Weishar Colleen McMahon for being our guest. Remember, get out to Weishfest Friday night, Bourbon Street in Marionette Park. Kicks off at 5 p.m. And I got to give props, man. These are sweet shirts. And Lisa Thomas Lan, Tommy and Lisa Kamak hooking me up. I got a couple more over here I'm going to hand out. So very nice, very generous of Lisa Thomas Lan. But they're from Blue Island, so it's expected, kind of that type of generosity. All right, real quick, players of the week. Let's hook up the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Lincoln East defensive back Jalen Hacha, 6 tackles, a tackle for loss, and an interception during the Griffins' 12-0 win over Warren Saturday night in the Class 8A State Championship. Hook them up with a nice $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe. And the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, sophomore Layla Barakat, combined for 62 points in 3 games as Stag went 2-1. Stag girls basketball went 2-1 on the week, so we're going to hook her up with a nice goodie bag. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Lan, Okina, Tinley Park, Orland. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. Get out to Weishfest Friday night. Go to weishfest.com for more information. We'll see you next week.